Hey YouTube, how's it going? Oleg here. It's been a little while since my last boot review. I've had to take some time off to tend to personal items in my life, but I am now living in North Carolina, enjoying life, and I have some more great boots to bring for content review on this channel for your review and enjoyment and hopefully education. Again, I would like to preface anything I say in my videos by the fact that every opinion that is expressed in my videos is just purely my own. I am not subsidized or compensated in any way, shape, or form by any of the brands that I'm reviewing for, and I'm certainly not looking to make a profit off of YouTube for what I do here. This is purely a hobby. I'm a big boot enthusiast. I enjoy them. I have a collection at this point of over 45 different styles, different brands, and I just like to put content out on the site here for awareness, focusing on some of the brand styles that may not be as well known, which is the case for the review that I'm doing today. So the brand that I would like to discuss with you today is one that does not have as many marketing dollars behind it as compared to maybe Thursday, Grand Stone, Wolverine, any brand that you think of when you hear Goodyear Weld Construction. But the products that are made by this particular company, in my opinion, are still very high quality, and they deserve their own spot under the sun. So the company that I would like to discuss with you today is Sutro, and the specific style is their Blake Chelsea boot. So a little bit about Sutro as a company. They are a US-based company out of San Francisco, California. Been around for about 35 years and make most of their boots, if not all, in Leon, Mexico, which happens to be a location that many other reputable high-quality footwear manufacturers use to produce their articles of footwear. Sutro is, again, not very well known in the industry, and maybe it's by choice, maybe it's just by the sheer fact that they don't have as much marketing dollars, as many marketing dollars behind their name. You don't see their products being reviewed as often as some of the other companies' products in the same space. But again, I think that they deserve some love and admiration because in my experience, they do make high quality products. Let's talk a little bit about form of these boots. So again, these are a traditional Chelsea boots. They are made using full grain leather. Sutro generally uses full grain leathers in all of their boots to guarantee longevity and enhancement with age and wear. They do have rubber soles, and it's actually a half sole, so rubber, leather, and then leather stacked on the heel. The pull tab here is made out of cotton. Features the traditional elastic goring, which it seems like it's pretty good quality. It held up over the years of wear just fine. And then the Chelsea is leather lined as well on the inside. It does have a removable insole that is foam and then leather lining on the top. So here it just says full grain upper leather / rubber sole. So just signifying materials used in production process. And then there's the Sutro, Seal of Sutro brand logo. Quality of this insert, I would not say that it's superb. I have not had any significant issues with it. It didn't it didn't cause me any discomfort with wear. You can see that the edges are starting to roll and warp somewhat, but as far as having these on feet, I'm not experiencing any discomfort. It doesn't feel like, even though it might look like it would make wearing them feel like you're walking on the wadded sock or something like that. But honestly, this is so far up in the front of the shoe that I don't feel any of it. As far as the fit of these is concerned, they are a roomy Chelsea boot. I did order these true to size. I am a true 9.5D on the Brannick device, so that is the size that I chose to go with for these Chelseas. Quite honestly, I feel like I could have gone down to a 9D and would have probably attained a better fit for myself. I do enjoy a more of a snug, comfortable handshake feel when the boot is on foot. These are not sloppy by any means, but they are a little bit more roomy in the instep and in the forefoot. I don't feel the need to wear extra thick socks with them. I usually wear all of my boots with either a regular dress sock or a boot sock. I have plenty of both. So with these, I feel like I could go with a regular boot sock and it takes care of the extra space in the forefoot. The goring itself is an area where a lot of Chelsea boots experience negative feedback. I feel like with these, the goring held up really well. It's a thicker goring in these that's being used. I have not seen any pilling or warping on these on either boot. Here are both of them. And I would say over the last 3-4 years, I've worn these probably 5 times a month on average. I take pretty good care of my boots. I don't beat the crap out of them. Most of them are stored either in original boxes or I have a multi-tiered shelf in my closet. Just about every pair of footwear that I own, excluding sneakers, is stored with shoe trees in them. And I am very particular about the temperature in the closet where I store all my clothes and shoes. So I try to keep it comfortable, cool, and again, not necessarily baby them, but also don't abuse them to a point of testing them for failure. So I feel like the quality of these held up pretty well all throughout, not just when it comes to goring. The uppers on these are still in relatively pristine condition. You can see there's some minor scuffs on the toe here and just regular creasing on the vamp, but there's really no sign of any loose grain, of any structural failing anywhere on these shoes. I think one of them is a little bit more stressed. I might have recently caught these on something here, so there's a little bit of extra scuffing going on here, but it's nothing that a little bit of buffing with a horsehair brush and some Venetian shoe cream won't take care of. Again, I feel like most people will say that these fit true to size. I personally feel that with my feet being lower volume and a little bit skinnier, they do run a little bit more generous in the forefoot, which is good for, I feel like, most men. A lot of men in the United States that I know have wider, more voluminous feet as compared to myself, being of Eastern European descent. So these definitely would accommodate both standard D and maybe even E width. These are, again, 9.5D, but I feel like they could potentially be suitable for somebody with a little bit more of a wider foot too. So pricing wise, these are priced at $245 as of the time of this video being made. Sutro did go through a period, as I mentioned earlier in the video, of time where they almost went out of business, but luckily were able to instead shut down their factory for a period of several months, kind of regroup and wait out some of the brunt of COVID supply chain impact. And now they're back in full swing and operating as before. There are only a few styles available on Sutro's site. This particular style of Chelsea being one of them, and then of course there's their Alder boot, which is the traditional cap-toe service style boot. That one is currently listed at $265, down from their MSRP of $349. Then there's Arthur, which looks like a Chelsea. So it's another Chelsea, but with a zipper on the side, maybe? No, look, yeah, I think there is a zipper on one side. There's only a picture available from one side of the shoe. And then there's their Oxford, which is a Ralston, which is $235, down from $279. So very select few styles available for men. Some of them are marked as final sale. So it's a little unclear as to what's truly happening with Sutro as a brand, what direction they're looking to go in the next several years, even as we close out 2024. But they do also offer women's styles. And in women's shoes, there are a total of 6 that are currently featured on their website. So definitely check out them. It's sutrofootwear.com. /collections, and you can search by both men's and women's from there. So what do I think of these boots in terms of value for money? I think that for $245, you're getting a good value. I will be completely honest and say that when I first purchased these several years ago during COVID pandemic, I got them at an even deeper discount. I think I paid under $200 for these, honestly. And the sizing at the time was kind of a mixed bag, right? They didn't have near the selection available that they have now. And I think maybe even generation-wise, maybe these are first generation compared to what they have on the site now. I really don't want to speak to that because I'm not as well versed in it, but there's a high chance that these might be, now that I think of it, first generation, and what they're offering on the site now might be a little different. But so I'm not getting any crazy amounts of compliments on these. I'm not going to venture to compare them to anything of the caliber of, let's say, Carmina or Thursday's Black Label Chelsea's like the Journeyman or RM Williams. Definitely nowhere near that standard. These are definitely more casual. They're more Americana inspired in their construction. But I think that for what you're getting here is a good quality, reliable boot that can be worn in different settings with different outfits. And it's going to hold up if you use them for casual and business casual events alike. I don't feel like this is a boot that's going to fall apart on you given regular wear and tear. Again, these are not rated by any means as a work boot of any sort, but I think they do several things fairly well. I think they play well. I think you definitely take them out on a date. I feel like they dress up fairly well for a work setting too. So I think that's really about it with these boots. I do appreciate the time that you guys have taken to watch my videos. Please subscribe to the channel if you find this information informative. If I misspoke on anything that I presented to you today, please do me a favor and keep me honest in the comments. I try to improve as I make these videos. By no means am I a professional YouTuber. I have a full-time daytime job that I do, and this is purely a hobby for me to share the joy and love that I have for quality footwear, in hopes that it's going to help you on your search of finding the next pair of boots or shoes to fall in love with. So tell me how I'm doing. Let me know how you enjoyed this content. If there are any suggestions for improvement that I can offer you on my channel. And I look forward to speaking to you very soon on this channel about other exciting boots that I have. Thank you very much.